Why must we continue to deal with the Ball family? We say goodbye to Sir Bond, and you get to dance in the NFL again. All this today on the new person.
The common guy from, because anybody could have been a baseball general manager. Anybody. But
welcome to the new Downright Sports. We got a new microphone, no more headphones. I even wore a jacket, it's a little small. But anyway, welcome to the new show. It's May 24th, 2017, here only on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. I haven't figured out a way to put myself on Snapchat yet, but we're going to make it happen. And coming soon is Facebook. But in any way, as every show begins, we started off with the must-know news. We kick it off with the biggest story coming out of the NFL since the Deflategate. We're going to be able to dance again in the NFL. The NFL Rules Committee voted this past week that it is okay to celebrate a touchdown, that it is okay to take the football, throw it down, spin it around, kiss it, rock it, flip it, dunk it, make love to it, whatever their preference of choice is, but they're able to do so. This week, they passed that rule, but one thing will not be allowed in the NFL after celebrating a touchdown: no twerking. Can't say I'm not mad at that one, because nobody wants to see a man throwing it back. It's just disturbing and weird. Get that picture off the screen. Any case, another thing that came out this week: Odell Beckham just signed the best shoe deal in the NFL as of today. I believe Michael Vick had the best shoe deal almost 20 years ago. But Odell Beckham, $5 million for the next 5 years, so it's $1 million a year to wear sneaker cleats, Nike cleats in the NFL. The reason why this deal is big is because nobody watches football for the gear. It's more of a basketball thing. So it's huge. He's got the hair, he's got the catches, he's got the dances. He likes to get in fights with kicking nets. So God bless Sir Odell Beckham. And then finally, sticking with the NFL, it's kind of weird. Rashard Jennings, running back, is the winner, the most recent winner of Dancing with the Stars, a show I've never watched a second of, but I saw it on the scroll when I was doing my research this morning, and I pretty much figured, what the hell? Let's throw it in there. Apparently he beat out somebody and won against somebody. So congratulations, he's the 100th athlete to win Dancing with the Stars. It's supposed to be a show to give people whose careers are not anymore a second opportunity. They throw an athlete in there to get some viewers, but it seems like they just keep winning. In any case, congratulations, Rashard. Now, with the touchdown celebrations, you can dance the foxtrot when you score a touchdown. Anyway, we're going to move over to the topic. Two topics today, never done before. Anyway, Downright Sports. Here we are. We got the topic going on today, and there's two topics we're going to focus on. Basically, this past college basketball season, we were riddled, we were bombarded, we were entertained by the new introduction to the sports world in a tradition of a proud pappy and loving his boy in LeVar Ball, the father of NBA prospect Lorenzo Ball. Yes, Lorenzo Ball he has three of his sons, and he all named them La. There's LaMelo and LaAngelo Ball. Not to be confused with D'Angelo, not to be confused with Latte, not to be confused with Cafe. But in any case, LeVar Ball is that guy who is just out there, and he wants everybody to know it. He said some outlandish stuff like his son is better than Steph Curry. The craziest thing he said was that he can beat Michael Jordan one-on-one. Never. Not even if the two of them were two in embryos, and he was one, and Jordan was the other. Jordan would still beat this guy because he just doesn't look like a baller. My mentor Marcus Gregory says, "You know a baller when you see one," and the only thing balling about him is his last name. In any case, there's a lot of talk, a lot of rumors that his son is supposed to be the Lakers. The Lakers want him. Lakers got the number 2 pick. The Lakers may want him. You got to have this kid. Not sure how much you want him. I watched some of him play. He's got a funky jump shot. It's kind of late. He brings it all the way down here like he's too weak to handle the ball or something. He had some decent numbers in college. 14 points and 7 assists. That is huge in college. You know what I'm saying? But there are a little bit players I think that's better than him. There's a guy out of Washington, Frizz, 23 points, 5 assists. He doesn't really pass it, but he lights it up a lot. Josh Jackson out of Kansas is a forward, 16 points a game. De'Aaron Fox from Kentucky, 16 points a game. Jason Tatum out of Duke, 16 points a game. So they're guys who score more. So the concept is Lorenzo is more of a facilitator, if anything. So the the point was not to break down the kid's stats. The point was, is enough with the Ball family? His father comes out and says so much crazy crap. He keeps, I understand you're trying to promote your kid, but he messed it up where his son couldn't even get a sneaker deal from Nike, Reebok, or Adidas, or Under Armour. They all were like, we want nothing to do with you. So they released their own sneaker, which is smart because if the kid can hoop, people will buy it. But the problem with that is, if you can't hoop, you just wasted your money. Now they released the shoe. He hasn't had an NBA contract yet. He hasn't played one game. He hasn't done anything. The shoe's worth like $400. People don't spend $400 for Jordans, let alone $400 for some kid that hasn't scored 1 point in the NBA. He could get drafted by the Lakers, have all the fanfare. Their first game could be against the Cleveland Cavaliers, and LeBron just crushes the poor bastard. So, does his father need to wean it back, rope it back in? It's notorious that Serena and Venus Williams' dad was outspoken. Tiger Woods' dad was outspoken. Even Bryce Harper's dad was a little out there a little bit. But not like this guy. By you not getting a Nike deal, Under Armour deal, any shoe deal, you're taking money off your son's table. LeBron's first contract was for $90 million from Nike before he stepped on the basketball court. That's paper right there, man. So, Mr. Ball, feel free, if you hear this show or see the show, tweet me at BrentReed18, and me and you talk. In fact, I would love for you to come on the show. That'd be great. And then I can tell you that you need to chill, or break me off whatever that piece of money you got. The other part of and then if you Lorenzo is now one of the representations of the new era of sports that is coming in, the new generation, with Mono Ginobili maybe tipping his cap, Kevin Garnett walking away, Kobe Bryant done, Derek Jeter done, Peyton Manning done, Tom Brady is getting ready to teeter away. The guys, the names that we're familiar with are leaving. They're getting old or they're done. And now we got the new crop of guys in basketball. You got the Karl Anthony Townses, you got the Steph Currys of the world, you have the my brain's going blank just because of baseball. In baseball, you got the Mike Trouts, the Bryce Harpers, the Manny Machados. In football, you got Odell Beckham, you got Cam Newton. There's a new generation of athletes that are not like the old school guys. The old school guys believe in kind of what I do on the field or what I do on the court is enough to speak for me, and then the money will pour in. What guys now care about a brand. I gotta have my brand, man. I gotta have my brand. I gotta be on TV. I gotta have my movies. I gotta have my cars. I gotta have my entourage. And then if I play a sport, I play a sport. That's what matters now. And so a lot has to do with the AAU culture. A lot has to do with the internet culture. A lot has to do with parents. Is the new generation or the new era of sports bad? No, because now guys have positioned themselves where they're not a slave to the leagues. LeBron probably started this, but they're not a slave to the leagues anymore. They don't have to depend on the leagues to give them the grunt of their money. They could get paid, like Odell Beckham getting that money from Nike. Now they're putting themselves in a position where their 9-to-5 job is rent money. The hustle is the money that keeps them going for a long term. So I was going to hate on the new era, but I don't think I can, because these guys are hustling much better than the older guys. Now, the older guys paved the way, but the older guys, it was about your management, the people, your employer first, everybody else second. Now it's about the endorsement first, and then everybody else second. So can't hate on them, because the endorsement will be there. But here's the kick: if they suck, there's no endorsement. How about them apples? Anyway, when we come back, my favorite topic: movies and video games. Downright Sports. Welcome. I love doing movies and video games because it's like my fun segment. I don't have to put a whole lot of thought into it and what I do. I could just talk. It's pretty much the concept of the whole show is I just talk. It don't make any sense. I forgot to remove my keys. It's all good. We're going to do a real quick shout out, which we're also going to do at the end of the show too. So there's going to be like a credit scene at the end of the show. But shout out to OK Projects. My man, follow DJ Chase at DJ Chase. And of course, follow my girl Meg at Shut Up Meg with 2 P's and 2 T's. Everybody has a YouTube channel. Everybody has a great YouTube channel, especially OK Projects or OK Projects. My brother in arms. So we'll keep it going. Speaking of keeping it going, we're going to talk about movies. But before we touch on that, you know how everybody now has the new universe. You got the compacted universe. Now you got the dark or monster universe. Universal's doing with the Mummy, and they're going to revive Dracula. They're going to revive, what's his name? Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, and Frankenstein. They're going to do all these over again. And my boy Tim, who, if you ever seen one of our shows, we did a show called Pick'em. Lasted all of 3 episodes. Tim basically said if they came up with this connected universe thing many years ago, it would save a lot of bad movies. So think of some of the crappiest comedies that you love so much. Could have got a connected universe, or some love stories could have got a connected universe. And I don't want to misquote him. I was just thinking, this interconnected universe thing these movies are doing could have been the cure for a lot of movie flops. So think about it. Batman and Robin might have survived. I hate that movie so much. Anyway, we start the day. We start this segment real quick with saying goodbye to Mr. Roger Moore, who I have behind me, who was James Bond from 1972 to 1986. Nobody played Bond for a longer period of time than he had. He's tied with Sean Connery for the most Bond movies. Sean did 6, he did 6. 6 or 7, I believe. Damn it, I know this. But in any case, he did the most. Roger Moore was probably not the most aggressive Bond, but he was one of the most memorable Bonds. They experimented everything with him. He had the flying car. He had the car that went underwater. He had the most gadgets out of any James Bond, but he was the fun-loving Bond. He once said, I saw in an interview, that he believed that James Bond is a family movie, and it should be something that you should be able to take your kids to go see, despite like the gratuitous love scenes and him and one of them slapping a woman in the face. But in any case, he's going to be missed. He was great. Died at 89 years old, so he lived a long life. And it's to be said he is the first James Bond to pass away. So, in the long-lived tradition, as Bond never died, we will see. He proved that he can. So, we say goodbye to Sir Roger Moore, as he was knighted by the Queen. Went to the movies 2 weeks ago. Saw Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Could have waited to save my money. I know the world was like, what? But it wasn't the bee's knees, or it was too much comedy and none of action. I wanted the action. I wanted to see some connections. I want to see some, something talking about Thor, or there's a guy on the planet Earth that's got an iron machine, or hey, there's some kid got bit by a spider or something. I wanted to hear some of that, but now I gotta wait for Thor to get my my Infinity Wars fix. So I think between now and the Infinity Wars, we have Thor, Black Panther, and one other. I think. Could be wrong. I could have researched it, but I didn't really care. But yeah, if you're gonna see Guardians, go see it, but don't get your hopes up. The first one was just that good. The second one was just they had some good performances. Kurt Russell was great in it. I haven't seen Kurt Russell forever, and I thought he was great. So, and that leaves us with the movie I'm probably gonna see this weekend. Pirates of the Caribbean, the 5th one. This one is supposed to be the last one, and let's hope. I like the first 3. The first one was just like, whoa, this is different. Took a crazy left turn when they were zombies, and you didn't expect that. But the 5th one, don't know the storyline, and that's what I think they did a better job in hiding the storyline. Because in the 4th one, you knew they were chasing after Fountain of Youth, which got boring halfway through the movie. So Orlando Bloom's supposed to be back. I can't think of her name, but I think Elizabeth is going to be back. We're going to have the original cast, and this could be finally it. Maybe Jack finally goes down to David Jones' locker or Mr. Turner's locker, since Mr. Turner's not a new David Jones. So let's see what happens. I'm going to go see it. So where they have exclave. In any case, thank you for watching another Downright Sports. This one was longer than I wanted it to be. There's a lot to cover. I've been going for a month. So be back next week though. So I'm excited about that. In any case, guys, tune in, register, sign up, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a buddy, tell a pal, and see you guys later. Go push this button.